Well, guys, this is Casey is Raw again, and this is episode 10, part 4 of Video Game Hunt with Casey is Raw. Just pretty much got out of the one flea market I usually go to once or twice a week. Nothing really new. I mean, that's why I go once or twice a week, because not usually anything majorly new. Goodness gracious, what an asshole. Not even parked all the way fucking up in the spot. Fucking pricks. What sucks is that, this place used to be like looked like it used to be a car dealership where the front end is just made for cars that line up diagonally, but they're definitely not great for parking spots, because when you pull out, and they got a bunch of windows, it definitely looks like it used to be a car dealership. But if you parked in front to get out of there, you have to, especially this one asshole didn't park all the way forward, so you're pretty much driving on the sidewalk just to get out of the area. But I could try the more ghetto area, but I'm not in the mood to try it. I'm tired. I can go home, eat, relax. I'm thinking to go ahead and hit one more vintage stock on the way home and go to that flea market that has a bunch of those arcade and marquee signs. On top about that, ever since I've been getting those mini marquee signs, I actually went onto eBay. I bought Versus Super Mario Brothers, the arcade marquee. I'm not sure it's going to have the plexiglass, or it's just going to be the piece of paper behind the plexiglass. Sometimes it's one or the other. I'm hoping it's the plexiglass. But I pay like $20, give or take-ish. But, and you're like, Versus, Super Mario Brothers had a, arcade unit. Technically, kind of had two. There was the it was the Versus Super Mario Brothers unit. And I believe those were two-player. I'm not 100% sure. I think you play against the other person playing Super Mario Brothers. And then there's the... Oh, nice. They're redoing the Rose Bowl. That's cool. I prefer them doing that. I could try this Urban Pawn, but... I get burned out of pawn shops in this area. I tried, there's a couple good ones, but not great ones. Especially in this area. I just had to hit the one over here, a street over, but it's even worse ghetto area than this is. And I'm not in the mood to do that. Oh, back to the Super Mario arcade unit. And also the Nintendo, God, what's it called? They actually put console games in an arcade unit. I think it's the 10 choice Nintendo arcade unit. Some people have them, like I know AJ Styles has them. They plug a board, small little board. It's not It's not like you put an actual cartridge from the NES in there. It's an actual little arcade board, but you're pretty much playing the NES console version on arcade. But that's the only other way to play Super Mario Brothers. But there's a bunch of these arcade units from Nintendo. I know there's versus, I believe versus Duck Hunt, versus Excite Bike, versus I'd like to say Wrecking Crew. I believe they all have the same concept where it's a two-player, you're playing against a different person. But yeah, so I bought the versus Super Mario Brothers marquee on eBay. Can't wait for that thing to come in. Like I said, hopefully it's the plexiglass version and then just a piece of paper. Like, if it's just a piece of paper, I'll be a little disappointed. But I can't wait for that coming. I might buy some more of these marquees, and I might move some of these posters around. Dude, I was going to buy more of those signs, those video game signs that I saw at other flea markets, but right now, I prefer getting these arcade marquee signs. I mean, they're cooler. They're metal. I mean, it brings me back to playing arcades. So, yeah, there's a few bucks more, but I felt that they're definitely well worth more. But, yeah, I'm gonna hit the vintage stock, and I'm gonna hit you know what, I'm already not too far to go, the other toy store mall. I might if I'm bored enough. The only problem is the toy store closer to me is they actually have better pricing at this store, versus the other ones, like kind of like their pricing is like too rich for my blood. I mean, they have a bunch of good games in there, but it's all priced out. I'm like, fuck. Like, those games will never move without you dropping some of that price down. I know you want to make money, but goodness gracious, it's a flea market. You're trying to get top dollar for your stuff. Well, actually, it's a brick and mortar store. So I can understand them trying to get top dollar, but I'm probably your best client around. And if I think you're a little pricey, I'm like, you're a little pricey. I'm cheap, but I'm willing to buy some of your games. And, you know what? I might hit it. I do have. Do I do it or not? Well, I'm on the way back, so I'm thinking about it. But let me go back to that video on the first episode, first part of this episode 10, about the ex-girlfriend I had. So one of the craziest stories. They asked me, "Hey, you ever been to a concert, Casey?" I'm like, no, never been to a concert. Really, still hadn't been to one yet. So it's like, are you willing to go to a concert? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Find out it was a fucking lie. It was a church revival where they'll try to come and recruit you. We're going to this fucking church revival thing, and it was me, her, and some of her families, and we're walking to the church. This like gym church. It's like inside a gymnasium, and this one guy stopped us before we got in there. He's like, "Oh, who's this guy?" He's like, "Oh, he's my boyfriend." And it's like, "Oh, is he this religion?" I don't even know what religion they were, but it could have been Mormon. I'm not 100% sure. I know definitely Christianity. Christian. But, yeah, they couldn't care less about me. So they're like, "Oh, we're gonna recruit her by then." Then, like, "Fuck you. I'm not changing my religion because you guys want me." I'm like, I'm not that weak-minded that you guys think you're gonna convert me to whatever religion this is. And yeah, apparently they would hardly ever let her come over to my parents' house. But it's okay if I would come over every once in a while, mostly just to drop her off from work to home, so we could spend a little bit more time together. But I was pretty much a chauffeur for their child, for their daughter. I mean, technically, for their legal age daughter. God. What sucks, I had to say shit like that because people are like, "Oh, he's thinking this way." I'm like, "No, you sick fucks. I'm not into that at all." But, yeah, they hardly would let me see their daughter that often. I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna go vintage stock and go home. I'll go with this vintage stock, hit this other store as a backup plan. I might get 3 more signs. But I know one that's gotta be Galaxian. And I think the other one that I gotta pick up is Marble Madness. But after a while we stopped dating. She wasn't working at Sears no more for a while. And while off. And oh shit. Nah, I can stay on this road. I can get off here. But I was at the mall and they had what the hell's going on here? Let me guess, you guys need a fucking ride. No thank you. But goodness gracious, something's going on. There's a bunch of people around on the corners, and usually they're populated. I hate to say it, by homeless, but this has got a bunch of kids and stuff. So I'm wondering they're hoeing out these kids. See, one side you got homeless people, and then you got these I think wherever these kids are doing, trying to probably do something for something. But it looks weird. Like I couldn't. I'm glad I didn't have to stop. But back to the story. I was it was me and a buddy, probably two of my buddies that I worked at Sears, and I saw my ex-girlfriend and her mom, and there was a brand new baby. I'm like, could that be my child? um, as I was worried about. But I'm thinking this woman would told me, this is your child, you need help pay for it and raise it. But I think eventually, I believe it's gotta been their parents' 13th child. Because like I said, they were popping a new child out every year. There's something going on around town. Now going by there's definitely something going on. Some kind of event is going on. But I am not gonna know where a bunch of people gonna hang around, especially during the pandemic. Fuck that shit. But yeah, I believe it. Ultimately, I think that baby was their 13th child. And I think what's crazy, I interacted with her. I don't know if this is right after my wife passed and I moved back to Oklahoma. I was on Plenty of Fish and Tinder, and I think I ran across her on there, or she ran across me on there. And she's like, I actually know you. I'm like, I didn't recognize her. I mean, some women, I'd be like, yeah, I remember her. That's like, had an awesome fling or something, but I didn't recognize her at all. And she's like, or, you know what? It could have been a Facebook thing, though, too. It's one of those things. It was either on Facebook or on those dating sites. And she's like, oh, did you know this friend of ours actually passed away a couple of years ago? I'm like, wow. And actually, she was telling me that it was like, we actually know each other, Casey. I'm like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, we dated. And she explained, it was like, and it's this woman I've been telling you about, where all those stories. You figure I would remember her, but sometimes I got a bad memory. I'd joke with my girlfriend and say, shoot, if you're not staying at the house or talking to me, I might forget about you, motherfucker. This guy was in my blind spot. Oh my god, how embarrassing. He was in my blind spot. But, oh my god, embarrassing. Don't you worry, guys. I mean, I'm usually talking on the phone anyways. So they're like, oh, he's not going straight on the road. I'm fine. But I was shocked to not only hear that I couldn't remember who this woman was, two, to find out one of my old friends back in the day passed away. And nothing drug related either. It was just, I think she had some kind of, it was something sudden. I'm like, fuck. And actually, I had a crush on the girl back in the day. I don't know if she knew that. got hoodlums here. Oh my god, this guy not only has an orange. God, I wish I could take a picture of this idiot. This guy is not only wearing orange mohawk, like long hair mohawk kind of thing, he has orange beard. And this is obvious. He dyed this shit. He's not this orange. No, of course, the child wanted freaking orange hair too. But I might, if I don't see anything at this one, you might. This might be the last one of the day, minus the pickups I have at the very end. So thanks for watching.